Hello everyone, this is Juana. Thank you for being here. As promised, I am back to share this wall hanging, altar, shopping bag, gift bag, whatever you want to call this thing. But anyway, I'm so excited to share this with you guys. Doreen over at OohLaLaVintageTreasures, she's so generous that she shares freebies on her group page, and I use them to make this wall hanging, and hopefully it's all in frame and you guys can enjoy this. So what I did was I had this shopping bag. It's an embossed shopping bag in the sweetest pink ever, my favorite light pink. And so I decided to alter it using her digitals. And this shopping bag measures almost 10 inches by almost 10 inches. So I cut the part of the bag that opens up. I cut that out to reduce the bulk on the sides, and then I stitched the sides up and outline it in these this rococo trim and flat back pearls and flowers and everything else. And so I made a pocket down here, and I used laces and trims from my stash. Here are some sequin appliques. They were white, and of course I dyed them to match my project. Here is a beautiful flower satin, and I don't know what this fabric is, but anyway, it's satin with the little pearl sprays and leaves and such, and that is from KS4U. And this lace here also is from KS4U, and KS4U sells beautiful laces, trims, and appliques on YouTube. She has live sales, and next time she's having a sale, I will share it for you to go see if you see something you like. She's got great prices too. Prices, I should say. Okay, and on the bottom here is a ruffled trim from my stash, and here is a rhinestone trim that I put along the length of the bag. And here's one of the beautiful digitals from Doreen. It's some suitcases. And so I add that there, and then I added this beautiful rose trio here. Over here is a little card that I traced the word vintage in gold stickles. And here are some paper flowers. Here's a butterfly that I added some beads to. And in this first pocket, I added this card. All I did was add this little snippet of a lace trim with a chiffon flower on there. And the back, I backed it with another print from the digitals. And the name of these digitals is Pink Silk Atelier. And in her freebies, they were these little button cards, tags, whatever, I don't know. But anyway, I used them to make 4 little booklets. And again, I did the stickles on this one and on this one and a little bit here. And so these little booklets I tied with a length of lace fabric that I cut into strips. And each one of these booklets has where for you to journal on. This is another pretty paper from the kit. And I added a swatch of lace in here. And again, just more papers for you to journal on. And all 4 of them are basically the same. And so we'll put these back in here, just like that. And then I made another pocket using another one of the digitals. I should have showed you that. So this is another one of the digitals in the pack. And then in that pocket, this is a sample card, and it was much wider, but I trimmed it down to fit in this pocket. And so I gave it the same stickles treatment. I think the gold adds so much more to this to the images, and I like that effect, so that's what I did. And in this pocket I added 2 different pieces of French sample lace, so you'll get that. And then in the other one, I'll put that back later. This is the other card, other sample card, and this one says vintage. And I added a hand-dyed pink applique, which is the same applique that I used down here. And though it's not vintage, but I thought it was cute, so there we have that. And like I said, you know, I outlined it with flat back pearls and this rococo trim. And to the top, in between the grommets, I added one of my handmade bows. And she has a little gold cameo in the center. And in the top of the bag, I made a little journal. And this journal was supposed to be a blank journal, you know, a naked journal for you to journal in, but I couldn't help myself. I started decorating, but I didn't do too much, so there's more that you can do with it. But anyway, I used this beautiful image on the front, and I backed it with some music, sheet music. And then another piece of that embossed paper. And I did the rococo with the flat back beads. Added some lace. And this is what she looks like inside. Aren't these digitals gorgeous? I just can't get over them. I love them. Anyway, on this page it says crochet. And so I made... oh goodness, I think I may have turned the opposite way. I'm so sorry if that's the case. But I made this little pocket with some of the embossed paper and acetate paper. And I etched it in the gold stickles again. And then I added this bit of crochet lace. And just folded that over that way. Next page, I added this French paper doily, and I added the gold stickles there also. And in this tuck spot, I just used this to make like a little bookmark. And she tucks right back in there. On this page says appliques, and I did the gold thing. And then I just clipped on an applique to this page with a pink paper clip. And this page is blank. Journaling spot. Tatting. And then this is a page from another digital I have. I don't remember where I got this, but anyway, I lined this with also, I don't know if you can see it, also the stickles. And then there's this button card. Again, I backed this with music sheet, and actually this, I was going to put this on the front of the journal, but as soon as I got done decorating stuff, and I realized it was just way too big. So instead, it's a floating tag, and on the back has this image with suitcases and a couple of mannequins. In this page, I left blank, and I edged all the pages in this ruffled trim from my stash. And here we have tatting and lace and precious bits. This is the other piece of that. And then here it says lace, and so I just made a little cluster with several different pieces of lace, and then I added this little pink rosette to it. And this page says fabric swatches, and so I made a little cluster of pieces of fabric and attached it with a gold paper clip. And in this side of the tuck spot, the paper doily, I added another floating tag, and I made it into a pocket. So there's a tag in there, and then doilies, and so I made a little pocket over here and added 3 little doilies in there, and we come to the end, and that's it. And I hope that you guys enjoyed my little project. I'm so happy that I could share it with you, and thank you so much for being here. And I will be back with another project. I have several projects working on, and I need to finish them up, and as soon as I do, I will come back and share them with you guys. So again, thank you for being here, and many blessings to you all. Bye.